Chapter 12. A week passed since Tsunade was found and agreed to come back to Konoha for the Hokage position. During that time Natsumi spent almost every day with her trying to form a bond with her, and it was working much to her delight. Naruto on the other hand spent the entire week away training with Catalina and Drago to prepare for their upcoming fight. During that time, Natsumi finally learned the Rasengan, but struggled a bit and used a shadow clone to help her form it. Jiraiya was out doing his own thing, which consisted of trying to take Natsumi's money to spend at the brothel houses. One day, Natsumi gave him her wallet, but she stole his own wallet and went shopping with Tsunade and Shizune. Speaking of Shizune, she became something like an older sister to Natsumi and helped her with her chakra control to give her better control over the Rasengan. While Naruto was gone, Tsunade and Shizune wondered why he didn't even try to spend time with them. Natsumi told them that it wasn't personal, but he wanted her to get close to them first and then he'd join them. She explained that he already had sister figures and he experienced having a mother already, so he wasn't in a rush to get to know them compared to her. She explained that Naruto was a lot stronger than anybody in their graduating class and he could possibly beat Shizune if they were to fight. They were all in Tsunade's hotel room except for Naruto, and they were discussing the plan to take out Orochimaru and Kabuto. "So, why can't I fight Orochimaru?" Natsumi asked. "Because he'd easily defeat you. The only way for you to get close to his level is for you to use more Nine Tails chakra than you can handle, and I'd guess that you'd need at least 4 tails to even compete with him." Jiraiya said. "Fine. I guess I'll just take on Kabuto then." Natsumi said. "We should be able to take him on together." Shizune said. "No offense, but I feel a lot safer taking him on with Naruto by my side. You're more of a support type ninja and I need another fighter with me." Natsumi said. "Don't worry. I can handle my own." Shizune said. "I don't know. I'm still not sure." Natsumi said. "Shizune is more than capable of handling her own. She is able to fight in close combat with any jonin." Tsunade said. "If you say so." Natsumi said. "Does anybody know when Naruto is coming back?" Shizune asked. "Haven't heard anything from Tatsu since he went there." Natsumi said. "He'll be here." The Toad said that he was bonding with his familiar, trying to get in sync with him or her. Jiraiya said. "I can't believe he already has the dragon contract. Sayuri didn't get the contract until she was 17. Tsunade said. "Not only that. I'm surprised he was able to summon RA after he sealed himself away years before we were born." Jiraiya said. "Oh man. That was so damn sweet. He kicked Shikaku's ass like it was nothing when they fought." Natsumi said. "You were there?" Tsunade asked. "Yup. Gamabunta didn't feel like fighting another tailed beast, so Naruto summoned RA. Natsumi said. "I'll talk to him once we finish this." Tsunade said. "Alright. Let's get some sleep. Tomorrow is the day Orochimaru is going down." Jiraiya said. Next day. Everyone was ready for the plan and ready to get the day over with. Tsunade did her part and gave Jiraiya a small drug that would wear off before they fought Orochimaru. Shizune was knocked out by Tsunade and Natsumi acted like she didn't know what was going on. The only problem was that Naruto wasn't in on the plan and ran the risk of ruining it. However, Naruto showed up right as they were going along with the plan. "So, let me get this straight. She drugged Pervy Sage, knocked out Shizune, and you basically trained yourself to sleep last night." Naruto said. "That's about right." Shizune said. "So, now instead of 1 rogue Sannin we have 2. Man, you Sannin really aren't that impressive." Naruto said and glanced at a corner. "Shut up. We were having drinks and she caught me off guard." Jiraiya said. "I bet your guard was down because you were staring at her chest and thinking with the head between your legs." Naruto said. "Well," Jiraiya said and looked away. "Even when you finally see her after all these years, you still can't keep your pervertedness in check. I'm surprised you haven't started hitting on Shizune." Naruto said. "He already tried it. She just laughed in his face." Natsumi said, and then whoever was behind the corner left. "Alright. That's enough teasing. We need to find Tsunade." Jiraiya said and stood up. "Finally. It's time to kick some ass." Natsumi said. "Tsunade. Well, Tsunade. What's your answer?" Orochimaru asked. "I'll heal your arms, but in exchange, you keep your hands off the village." Tsunade said, and Orochimaru chuckled. "Very well. Shall we get started?" Orochimaru asked, as they started to walk towards one another and Kabuto threw a kunai in the middle right before Tsunade made contract with her jutsu. "He's a bit early, but it's part of the plan." Tsunade thought. "What is the meaning of this?" Am I to understand that you've come here to betray me, Tsunade? After all I've offered you, you would repay me by trying to kill me? Fortunately, I can depend on Kabuto's loyalty. Good thing he arrived in one to see the evil intent hidden in those healing hands of yours. Orochimaru said. Yes. She and I are from the medical corps. I could tell she was building up her chakra for an attack. Kabuto said. Good job, kid. You managed to detect something not even Orochimaru could, but you're forgetting one thing. Tsunade said. What's that? Kabuto asked. I'm the world's greatest medic. That attack was just a decoy for the real thing. Tsunade said and snapped her fingers, causing Orochimaru to yell out in pain. What did you do? Orochimaru asked. That's a secret. Tsunade said and appears in front of Kabuto before punching him away. My arms. Orochimaru said and he was punched away as well. That's only the beginning. Tsunade yelled and ran after them until they landed in a wide open field. She clearly hasn't slacked off in her training like I thought she would have. Orochimaru thought, as Kabuto helped him stand up. That was her monstrous strength? Not as strong as people made it out to be. Kabuto said. Do not be fooled, Kabuto. That was nothing more than a mere fraction of her true strength. Orochimaru said. What's the matter? Are you scared to fight me? Tsunade said as she took off her jacket. Taijutsu was never my forte, but I can manage. Kabuto said, as he ate a food pill and went through hand signs activating his chakra scalpels. Kabuto sank underground to try and get a sneak attack from below on Tsunade, but she jumped away. She swung her fist at Kabuto and he barely managed to get out of the way, but she appeared in front of him with a strong kick to the chest, sending him through a boulder. Kabuto upped his speed and tried to cut her muscles with his chakra scalpels, but he went right through her. It was obvious that she was toying with him and she was still leagues ahead of him. Before she could make her next move, she ducked out of the way from Orochimaru, who came at her with a kick to the head. Kabuto took advantage of this and tapped her on the thigh, cutting her muscles. Tsunade jumped back and quickly healed herself to normal before resuming the fight. She was doing well on her own and forced both of them to retreat a few times. They jumped back when she punched the ground one more time and caused rocks to rise up out of the ground. Oh come on. It's 2 against 1 and you can't even take me out. Tsunade said. Then how about this? Kabuto said and cut his hand, then threw blood on Tsunade, making her freeze. Such a shame that somebody as respected as you has such a pitiful fear. Finish her, Kabuto. Orochimaru said. Of course. Kabuto said and ran at Tsunade, aiming for her heart, but she grabbed his wrist before it made contact. Fool. Tsunade said and kicked away, breaking some of his ribs in the meantime. What is going on? She's supposed to be weak and afraid of blood. Kabuto thought. I've spent the last week dealing with a teenager who won't stop training until she's nearly dead. I had to heal her wounds which were covered in blood and I got over my fear of blood. Tsunade said. That doesn't excuse your strength being at this level. Kabuto said, as he started to heal himself. I'm one of the legendary Sannin. Did you honestly think that I would slack off on my training? Oh no. Everyone that saw me only found me because I allowed them to. You don't spend as much time and go on plenty of missions with Jiraiya like I did without picking up something useful. My training never stopped and I'd say I'm even better than I was before. Tsunade said and Orochimaru grit his teeth. Kabuto. Now. Orochimaru said. Of course. Kabuto said and wiped some blood on a seal Orochimaru had. Summoning jutsu. What the hell do you want, Orochimaru? A giant snake asked. Summoning jutsu. Lady Tsunade, I see Manda is here. A giant slug said. Ah, Katsuyu, it's been quite some time since we've seen each other. Orochimaru, I want 500 sacrifices after this. Manda said and then a huge toad fell from the sky. We're not too late, are we? Jiraiya asked as he, Shizune, Naruto and Natsumi arrived on top of Gamabunta. Not at all. Tsunade said. Manda, I've been itching for a fight with you. I need some more snake skin for my sword handle. Gamabunta said. Naruto look. It's Kabuto. Natsumi said. I can see that. Are you ready for a repeat of the Chunin exams, Kabuto? Naruto asked. Don't get cocky. I held back. Kabuto said. We both know that's a lie. I know you went all out and still couldn't beat me. Naruto said. Let's just kick his ass already. Natsumi said. Look at that. Konoha's pet fox wants to play. Kabuto said and then ducked when the Kubikurbocho came flying at his head before going back to Natsumi. Nice. How many times did you fail at that? Naruto asked. None. It's like the sword automatically comes back. Natsumi said. Well, let's kick some ass. Naruto said. Naruto and Natsumi both vanished from sight, and then Kabuto was sent flying back away from the Sannin. Natsumi had her resistance seals deactivated, boosting her speed up to Jonin level, while Naruto still had his on, but he was still faster than Natsumi. Kabuto was having a hard time finding an opening to attack thanks to their incredible teamwork and the fact that Naruto's Sharingan was reading his every move. He had to duck out of the way when Naruto's sword was about to take his head off and barely managed to get out of the way from Natsumi, nearly cutting him in half, which resulted in him getting a huge gash on his stomach. While healing himself, he heard a screeching noise coming at him and just managed to have Naruto's Chidori stab him in the right shoulder rather than his heart. Naruto jumped back and then Natsumi shoved a Rasengan into Kabuto's gut. Kabuto took a small chance and cut the muscles near Natsumi's heart before he collapsed. Naruto quickly picked Natsumi up and took her over to Shizune. Shizune, she needs help. Naruto said. What happened? Shizune asked. Kabuto cut the muscles near her heart. I'm not skilled enough to fix that yet. Naruto said. Okay. I'll handle this. Shizune said and started to work on Natsumi. Jiraiya and Tsunade vs Orochimaru. Looks like your little protege is down for the count. Jiraiya said. Those damn brats. I should have killed them when I had the chance. Orochimaru thought and then looked at Natsumi. Seems like your protege is nearly dead. Orochimaru said. She'll be fine. She's tougher than most experienced shinobi and she still hasn't become Hokage yet. Tsunade said. The job that cost you your beloved Dan and little brother Nawaki? You actually believe she can become Hokage? It's a job for fools. Orochimaru said. Then what does that make you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you once wanted to become Hokage and threw a temper tantrum when Sensei chose Minato over you. Jiraiya said. If the Hokage position is a fool's job, then consider me a fool. You're looking at the 5th Hokage and my first duty as Hokage is to kill you right now. Tsunade said. Tsunade jumped off of Katsuyu and started to fight Orochimaru by herself. While Tsunade was swinging at Orochimaru, he was more agile and she had a hard time fighting him. He saw an opening and kicked her off Manda, but Jiraiya caught her and threw her back towards him. Now Tsunade and Jiraiya were both fighting Orochimaru and he wasn't able to dodge as easily now. Every time he would duck out of the way from Tsunade, Jiraiya was there with a knee or kick to the gut. Eventually they had to jump off of Manda since Katsuyu spat her acid on Manda and started to burn his skin. Gamabunta went to cut the head off of Manda, but Manda burrowed underground. Orochimaru wrapped his neck around Jiraiya's throat and that was a huge mistake. Jiraiya started to spin around and then Orochimaru was hit with a chakra-enhanced punch by Tsunade which broke a few bones in his body causing him to shed his skin. Manda came from underground and wrapped himself around Katsuyu, but Katsuyu broke down into smaller slugs to escape. Jiraiya used his swamp of the underworld to trap Manda and Gamabunta just missed taking off Manda's head since Manda quickly returned to the summoning world. Orochimaru was hard-pressed for time and needed to get away, but not before injuring somebody at least. Orochimaru used his speed to run at Naruto with his hands stretched out to take his Sharingan and Jiraiya gave chase. Right when Orochimaru was inches away from Naruto, he froze in place then realized he was underwater drowning. He looked up trying to break the genjutsu when a frenzy of sharks were headed straight for him and before they reached him, the genjutsu broke and Kabuto was holding him up. What was that genjutsu? It was real like Itachi's, but only stronger. It took both me and Kabuto to break out of it. Orochimaru thought and looked at Naruto who was just staring at him. What's the matter, Orochimaru? You look like you've just experienced something bad. Naruto said. Damn brat. Kabuto, we're leaving. Orochimaru said and they sunk into the ground. Well, that's over with. Shizune said. How's Natsumi? Naruto asked. She's fine. Apparently the Nine Tails was already healing her so I didn't have to work as hard. Shizune said. He got away again. Jiraiya said. We'll get him eventually. For now, let's head back. Tsunade said. Naruto, pick up your sister. Jiraiya said. Sure. Naruto said and just flung her over his shoulder. That's a bit rough. Tsunade thought. Naruto, would you like to have dinner with me and Shizune tonight? Tsunade asked. I guess. Naruto said and then a puff of smoke appeared. Yo! Naruto! Tatsu said. Yes? Naruto asked. I've got a message for you. It's from Temari. Tatsu said. Who's Temari? Tsunade asked. Whoa. You didn't tell me you knew Tsunade Senju. Tatsu said. You didn't ask. Naruto said. Right. Right. Anyway, Temari is his girlfriend. Tatsu said. You have a girlfriend? Shizen asked. She's not my girlfriend. Naruto said. Sure she isn't. Tatsu said and Naruto read the letter. What does it say? Jiraiya asked. None of your business. Naruto said and wrote a reply. Must be a love letter. Tell me, what did she describe in that note? Jiraiya asked as he had his pen and notepad out. It's not that, you perverted idiot. The council is trying to force her into an arranged marriage with Sasuke, which is illegal if the current Hokage isn't there to sign off on it. Naruto said and summoned Dash. It's been a while since you summoned me, Naruto. Where do you need to go? Dash asked. I need you to take us back to Konoha. Naruto said. Sure. Hop on. Jiraiya, please hold on this time. I won't try to catch you this time. Dash said and they jumped in his back before he flew off. Suna. I'm sorry. What did you just say? Temari asked. We have received a proposal from Konoha for an arranged marriage between you and Sasuke Uchiha. A Suna council member said. How are they able to send such a thing with no Hokage? Temari asked. This has the official Kage stamp. A council member said. That's bullshit and I'm not doing it. Temari said. This is for the betterment of the village. A council member said. No. This is for the betterment of your pockets. I'm the daughter of the late Kazekage and no marriage proposals will be accepted without proper consent of me and my brothers. It's not happening. Temari said. Lady Temari, you must be logical about this. Our village needs this and Konoha is offering us much in return. A council member said. If the village was so desperate for something, how about you go to the daimyo who's responsible for us being in this situation in the first place? Temari asked and then Sand appeared in the room. What is going on? Gaara asked. We have an offer from Konoha to boost our village economy. It's an arranged marriage between Temari and Sasuke Uchiha. The council member said. No. Gaara said. What? The council member asked. I said no. Gaara said. We can have this sent to the fire daimyo and he'll approve of it. A council member said. He would have to go to Konoha anyway before approving it. Temari said. My answer is also no. Kankuro said, as he appeared. We'll meet again later. This meeting is dismissed. A council member said. Thanks guys. Temari said. No problem. If the arranged marriage was to Naruto then we would have approved it. Kankuro said and she blushed. Shut up. Even if it was him I'd still refuse. I don't want to be in an arranged marriage. Temari said. You say that now. Kankuro said and Temari bashed him upside his head with her fan. I approve of Naruto. Gaara said, before grabbing Kankuro and leaving. Idiots. Temari said and used her special seal to summon Tatsu. Hi, Temari. Tatsu said. Hey, Tatsu. I need you to give this to Naruto. It's very important. Temari said and quickly wrote something down. Sure thing. I'll make sure your boyfriend gets it in no time. Tatsu said and left. He's not my boyfriend. Temari said. Konoha. After flying on Dash for a few hours, Naruto, Natsumi, Tsunade, Jiraiya and Shizen all made it back to Konoha. As they were walking around the village, everyone was staring in awe of Tsunade being back inside the village. Most started to offer her some free stuff from their shops, but she simply declined as they needed to get to the council room. Along the way, Natsumi and Naruto were both being treated like royalty much to their annoyance. The village tried to act like Natsumi wasn't mistreated for 13 years and that didn't sit well with them. They finally made it to the council room where elders Koharu and Hamura were waiting for her. Lady Tsunade, it is good to see you again. Koharu said. Yes. We were nearly ready to start preparing to select another Hokage. Hamura said. Well, I'm here. Tsunade said. Yes. We will send word to the daimyo and have you officially sworn in as Hokage. Koharu said. Do we really have to do that? Tsunade asked. Yes. Hamura said. Fine. I'll do the ceremony. Tsunade said. Who will you select as your assistant? Koharu asked. Shizen will be my assistant. Tsunade said. That is acceptable. Anything you want to know before you head to your office? Hamura asked. Yes. Why is there an arranged marriage between Sasuke Uchiha and Temari of the Sand being proposed without the consent of the Hokage? Tsunade asked. What? Koharu asked. There is no arranged marriage. If anything like that were to happen, we'd know about it. Besides, there wasn't a Hokage around to even sign off on it. Hamura said. Somebody is abusing their power while there was a transition between the Hokage position. Gather the council. It's time for some long overdue changes to happen. Tsunade said. Of course. Hamura said. If I may, how did you find out about this? Kohara asked. Apparently Naruto and Temari are really good friends. They kept in contact through his summons and she told him about it. Seems like someone proposed the marriage under the pretense that we'd give them money, missions and more land. Tsunade said. Yeah. You can't marry his girlfriend off to somebody else. Natsumi said and Naruto sighed. She's not my girlfriend. Naruto said. Liar. I saw her kiss you on the cheek. Natsumi said. Anko and Kurenai kiss me on the cheek all the time. I'm not dating them. Naruto said. That's different. They're like your older sisters. Temari isn't your sister. You even took her on a date. Natsumi said. Whatever. Naruto said. Yes. Speaking of Kurenai, Lady Tsunade, both Sasuke Uchiha and Kakashi Hatake are in the hospital seemingly in a coma. They fought against Itachi Uchiha and his teammate Kisame Hoshigake. Kohara said. I know. I was informed already. I'll heal them before the council meeting. Tsunade said. Can I leave? Naruto asked. Yes. You may leave. Hamura said and Naruto vanished. Kurenai apartment. Come on, Kurenai. He'll be fine. Anko said. He hasn't sent a letter through Tatsu and he's on that mission. They're going after Natsumi and I know he'll do anything to protect her. Kurenai said. True, but he's a big boy. We can't treat him like a kid anymore. Anko said. I guess you're right. Kurenai said and Naruto appeared in her apartment. Yo. Naruto said and he was immediately hugged by Anko. You had us so worried. Why didn't you send a letter through Tatsu? Are you hurt? Do you need medical assistance? Let me see. Anko said and started to check him over. Whatever happened to he's a big boy and we can't treat him like a kid anymore? Kurenai asked. That was mainly for you. Anko said and Naruto managed to get away from her. I'm fine. You weren't this worried when I fought a tailed beast or that deranged IWA ninja during the Chunin exams. Naruto said and sat down. That's different. Anko said and Kurenai rolled her eyes. Where's Natsumi? Kurenai asked. With our godmother. Naruto said. Tsunade's back in the village? Kurenai asked. She's the next Hokage. Naruto said. Really? No disrespect, but why her? She hasn't been in the village in nearly 20 years. Anko said. It was either her, Jiraiya or Danzo. Take your pick. Naruto said. Never mind. Anko said. So, how'd Kakashi survive a fight with Kisame and Itachi? Naruto asked. He wasn't alone. Him and Asuma confronted them after they snuck into the village looking for Natsumi. We lost badly and even Kakashi's Sharingan was no match for Itachi's. Kurenai said. Of course it wasn't. Kakashi may be quite adept at using the Sharingan, but he can never use it like an Uchiha. Naruto said. Even my genjutsu didn't work on him. Kurenai said. What? Naruto asked. My genjutsu didn't work on him at all. Kurenai said. No, I heard you, but why would you even attempt to use genjutsu on him? Your genjutsu didn't even work on me. Naruto said and Anko started to laugh. I still can't believe you tried to use genjutsu on Itachi. Anko said holding her stomach. Okay. I get it. Kurenai said. So, what happened on the mission to get Tsunade? Anko asked. Nothing much. Natsumi got to bond with Tsunade and Shizen. I spent most of the time training with Drago and Catalina at the Dragon's Den. Naruto said. So you didn't even attempt to try and bond with them? Kurenai asked. I didn't see the point. Natsumi needs it more than me. She doesn't know what it's like to have a family other than myself. Don't get me wrong, I understand that she's my godmother and all, but in terms of needing a mother or father figure, I don't need one. Naruto said. I still think you should get to know her. Kurenai said. I will, but Natsumi comes first and then I'll talk to her. Naruto said. Fine. Now, let's talk about your little girlfriend. Anko said and Naruto sighed. 1 month later. It's been 1 month since Tsunade took over as Hokage and a lot has changed. She was going to start a medical program that was denied when she first proposed it during the First Shinobi War and anybody could sign up for it. The council was disbanded and replaced with new people who weren't corrupt. Tsunade also found out that the civilian council passed a law that prevented them from paying taxes before Hiruzen took over as Hokage again. Tsunade got rid of that law and made them pay nearly 14 years of back taxes and sentenced them to 5 years in jail. The arranged marriage between Temari and Sasuke was also torn up since there was no Hokage at the time who had to see it. Natsumi over the past 2 weeks has been by Tsunade's side every day after her training with Kakashi and Team 7. Their teamwork was horrible still, but instead of it being because of Natsumi and Sakura it was because of Sasuke. His temper was getting the best of him because Natsumi surpassed him in strength and he refused to work with them. Another reason is because Natsumi outranks him as she was one of the 3 people that were recommended to become Chunin from Konoha with Naruto and Shikamaru being the other 2. Natsumi was allowed to go inside of the Senju compound which was protected by barrier seals to keep everyone out and she trained there with Tsunade along with the Anbu that helped her prepare for the Chunin exams. Naruto was constantly out on missions since he was always recommended. This month alone he's done 5 C-rank missions and 7 B-rank missions. Of course he still had to deal with Danzo and his group of Root Anbu, but they were easily taken care of. Naruto finally told Natsumi about Danzo and his root shinobi that he sent after her over the years. Her reaction was what you'd expect it to be. During a council meeting she kicked the door in and punched Danzo right in the face. Of course they tried to stop her, but seeing as she was in her Kushina mode as people started to call it, they left her alone. Tsunade had no choice other than to suspend her, but it was only for 2 weeks. Currently Naruto just arrived in Tsunade's office returning from an A-rank mission. "I'm back," Naruto said. "I can see that. How'd the mission go?" Tsunade asked. "I managed to escort her back to her village. There were a few bandits and a rogue ninja, but the mission was successful," Naruto said and gave her the report. "Who was the missing ninja?" Tsunade asked. "Kagura. Apparently she wanted to be your apprentice before she went rogue since you declined her," Naruto said and tossed her another scroll. "What's this?" Tsunade asked. "Her body," Naruto said. "You managed to kill her?" "She was a member of the Anbu before she went rogue," Tsunade said. "Yeah, but that was almost 20 years ago. It didn't help that she only had skills in Kenjutsu. Although her use of chakra strings were a bit annoying, I got the job done," Naruto said and Tsunade unsealed the body. "She's riddled with multiple stab wounds," Tsunade said. "Yeah, I made her kill herself," Naruto said. "What?" Tsunade asked. "Genjutsu. I made it seem like she used her knives to stab me all over and when she was done, I faded away. She collapsed after I released the genjutsu," Naruto said. "I see. I'll make sure to give you the pay for her bounty by the end of the week," Tsunade said. "Thanks," Naruto said and Shizen came into the office. "Lady Tsunade, the leader of the Kiri rebels, Mai Terumi has arrived," Shizen said. "Send her in," Tsunade said. "Yes ma'am," Shizen said. The door opened and Mai walked in followed by 2 guards. Naruto took note of her guards and one of them had a giant sword in his back. He was clearly younger than Mai and her second guard who seemed to be serious all the time. "Greetings, Lady Tsunade. I am Mai Terumi. These are my bodyguards Ao and Chojuro," Mai said and bowed with her guards. "Mai, Ao, and Chojuro. A pleasure to see you. I understand you want to discuss something of importance with me," Tsunade said and gestured for Mai to sit down. "Yes. As you know, I am the leader of the rebel faction in Kiri and I am leading a rebellion against the current Mizukage who decided to kill off all bloodline users such as myself," Mai said. "I am aware," Tsunade said. "I am here for 2 reasons. I'd like to formally request help in defeating our current Mizukage and in doing so, an alliance between our 2 villages after I become Mizukage," Mai said. "While I am aware of what's going on in Kiri a bit, I must formally decline the offer since Konoha would be in a tough spot if the rebellion faction were to lose," Tsunade said. "We have already taken out a good portion of Yagura's forces and we just need a bit more help due to our Yagura's status," Mai said. "His status?" Tsunade asked. "I cannot say due to the fact that you have declined my proposal," Mai said. "While I am formally declining with you, I am unofficially agreeing to help you. I can't send anybody right now because it would look suspicious, but if you can hang on for a few more months then the most that I can send is a team of our best Anbu and possibly a few Jonin," Tsunade said. "I see. If I may ask, who is this young man?" Mai asked and looked at Naruto. "That is Naruto Uchiha Namikaze. He's a Chunin just returning from an A-rank mission," Tsunade said. "Pleasure to meet you, Naruto," Mei said and he nodded. Likewise. Naruto said. Where is your team for the A-rank mission? Mei asked. I did the mission by myself. Naruto said. Very impressive. Mei said. Thank you. Naruto said and Ao whispered something into Mei's ear. Yes. My apologies. Lady Tsunade, it has come to my attention that Konoha is in possession of Kiri property and I would like to request it be returned. Mei said. What property? Tsunade asked. The Kubikirabocho. The blade was once wielded by Zabuza Momochi. Mei said. You can forget about getting it back. Besides, if we return the Kubikirabocho, your guard has to return the eye he has hidden behind that eye patch. Naruto said. He knows. Ao thought. You don't understand. That sword is essential to the survival of our forces. Chojuro said. You don't understand how that blade got to Konoha. Long story short, Zabuza gave that blade to its current wielder with his last dying breath and trusting her to carry on its legacy. In short, that blade is in the hands of the rightful owner since it was passed down from the former wielder of the blade. Naruto said. Then I would like to challenge the wielder of the Kubikirabocho. Chojuro said and Naruto smirked. With what? Naruto asked. With the Haramakiri. Chojuro said and when he reached for his sword it was gone. It's gone. Chojuro thought. You can't challenge somebody for a blade if you can't even keep somebody from taking yours so easily. If you were to challenge her, you'd lose. Naruto said as he was holding Haramakiri. He's fast. My Byakugan didn't even see him move. Ao thought and Tsunade sighed. That's enough, Naruto. Tsunade said. Fine. Naruto said and tossed the Haramakiri back to Chojuro who nearly dropped it. As you can see, Mei. The Kubikirabocho is in possession of its rightful wielder due to it being passed down. I will allow Ao to keep his eye if you agree to let the Kubikirabocho remain with its wielder. Tsunade said and Mei nodded. I can agree to those terms. However, I would like to meet the current wielder of the Kubikirabocho if possible. Mei said. That is not possible. She is currently on a mission with her team right now. Which reminds me, you were requested for backup, Naruto. Seems like they ran into some trouble. Tsunade said and tossed him a scroll. Fine. There goes my time off. Naruto said and vanished. Quite the shinobi you have there. Mei said. Yes. He was personally requested by the fire daimyo himself for a promotion to Chunin. Tsunade said. Very impressive. Mei said. 2 days later. Naruto was flying around on Dash and he was going to meet up with his team. Apparently the actress known as Yuki Fujikaze was being hunted down by her uncle for control over Snow Country due to her actual name being Koyuki Kazuhana, the princess of the land of snow. Everything was going great until they ran into some of her uncle Dato's henchmen and Kakashi had a run-in with them before. They could have won, but the enemy had some kind of chakra armor and they were able to use ice ninjutsu. As he was flying around on Dash, he spotted something that looked like a slaughter and had Dash land there. Seems the enemy is quite ruthless. Dash said. Yeah. Whoever this Dato guy is doesn't play games when it comes to stuff like this. Naruto said. Naruto, I can sense Natsume's chakra 20 miles north of here. The others are there as well. Dash said. Let's go. Naruto said and Dash quickly flew off. Dato's hideout. Natsumi just escaped being held hostage and managed to get Koyuki out as well. She met up with Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke on the way and got her weapons back except for the Kubikirabocho. Dato took her sword and planned to keep it for himself as he had it under heavy guard. Well, he thought it was under heavy guard. Naruto managed to get in and get the sword back. Well done, Koyuki. Dato said and Koyuki ran up to him as his 3 stooges appeared to keep Kakashi away from her. This shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. I mean, really? I'm an actress aren't I? Koyuki asked. There you have it. Another brilliant performance by the great Yuki Fujikaze. Dato said. Yes. It was all an act. Koyuki said and stabbed him with a hidden blade. You stupid girl. Dato said and started to choke her. I always knew that I would die when I came back here. Koyuki said and started to fade. Dragon's roar. Dato jumped out of the way from a large beam that destroyed the throne he was sitting on and everyone else jumped back as well. Natsumi used a weak wind jutsu to blow away the smoke and Koyuki was nowhere to be found. Who did that? Dato yelled. I did. Naruto said, as he appeared with Koyuki on his back. Naruto. Sakura said. Well, it took you long enough. Natsumi said. I was on a mission before I came here. Oh and next time I have to get this, I'm keeping it. Naruto said and threw the Kubikirabocho to her. Heh. Sorry about that. Natsumi said. It's good that you're here. We could use the extra pair of hands. They have some kind of armor that absorbs chakra. Kakashi said. Maybe your kind of chakra, but for me and Natsumi this shit is no problem for us. Naruto said. How? Sakura asked. Because we have two different kinds of chakra and I'm surprised Natsumi hasn't used hers to break that thing off of herself. Naruto said. Two kinds of chakra? Natsumi asked. Your current roommate. Naruto said and pointed at her stomach. Oh yeah, Natsumi said. Naruto, you handle Dodo, Sakura and Sasuke handle Fubuki. Natsumi, Mizore is yours. Leave Nadar to me. Kakashi said. I don't need help. I can handle her on my own. Sasuke said. Yet she had to save your arrogant ass from dying the first time we fought them. Face it, Sasuke. You're not that good. Natsumi said and then ran at Mizore. Koyuki, did you really think you could kill me with this little toy? Dato asked and tore off his coat revealing a newer version of chakra armor. So, that's the chakra armor. Naruto said. That's right, boy. Our latest prototype. Dato said, as wings appeared from the armor so he flew at Koyuki and grabbed her before leaving. He's getting away. Sakura said, as she jumped out of the way for a head kick. No he isn't. Dash. Naruto yelled and Dash came crashing through the ceiling. Is that a dragon? Sakura asked. Yup. Let's go. Naruto said, as he hopped on Dash and flew away. Naruto vs. Dodo. Dodo took Koyuki over to where her hex crystal needed to be used in order to get the secret her father had hidden away and he was disappointed. There was nothing there except for a generator which pissed him off. I don't see it. Where's the treasure? Dodo said, as he looked around. It's so warm. What's going on? Koyuki asked. A heat generator? This is the hidden treasure of the Kazuhana clan, Dodo said. Looks like somebody is disappointed. Naruto said, as he landed in front of Koyuki. You again, Dodo said. Looks like your plan is ruined. You did all of that and you were let down. Naruto said. Shut up, Dodo said. Dodo went through hand signs and used the ice style, Black Dragon Blizzard. Naruto grabbed Koyuki as the jutsu came near them, activated his Manjikyu Sharingan and used the Amenoto Jikara to switch places with Dodo. Dodo was hit by his own jutsu, but the chakra armor nullified some of the damage he would have taken. Before Dodo could make his next move, Naruto appeared in front of him and gave him a strong uppercut that broke his jaw. Naruto started to take Dodo on using taijutsu only and clearly outmatched him since Dodo relied too much on his chakra armor. Dodo was wondering why his armor wasn't absorbing Naruto's chakra every time he touched him and what he didn't know was that Naruto was using his draconic chakra. Dodo grew furious and started swinging wildly at Naruto who expertly moved out of the way and started to strike him all along the left side of his body. Dodo's entire left arm was just dangling by his side and Naruto caught him with a head kick. By now Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke and Natsumi had all shown up to the fight after successfully defeating their opponents. Naruto went for another punch to Dodo's stomach, but a beam from the chakra armor shot right at him and he barely had enough time to shield himself with his draconic chakra. He was sent flying into the air before he fell down into the ice-cold water and everyone was looking on worried. Well, not Sasuke who didn't even care. Dodo started to walk away over to Koyuki, but then the ground started to shake. What the hell is that? Dodo asked and then multiple shadow clones of Naruto came bursting out of the water. It's payback time, Dodo. However, you have interest included. This is straight from Natsumi's ninja handbook. Naruto said. Oh hell yeah. Kick his ass. Natsumi yelled. It doesn't matter, Dodo said. Dodo went through hand signs as best as he could since his left arm was basically numb and used the Twin Dragon Blizzard. Each shadow clone of Naruto's was destroyed by the jutsu which caused a black tornado to form as they were being destroyed. The blizzard ended and Dodo had a maniacal grin on his face. It's over. This ridiculous little farce is over, Dodo said. Not yet you crazy son of a bitch. Natsumi yelled. Dodo and everyone else turned around to see Naruto standing there with his draconic chakra surrounding him in the form of a dragon. Naruto started to add more chakra into the Dragon Lord jutsu and Dodo became worried since he's never seen something like that before. The light reflecting from the generator gave the jutsu surrounding Naruto a rainbow-like appearance and even added more power to the jutsu as well. Naruto flew off towards Dodo at incredible speeds and when Dodo went to attack Naruto, it was pointless. All you could hear was a roar from the jutsu followed by a huge explosion, and if you listened closely, you could hear Dodo scream at the top of his lungs as the jutsu killed him. Whoa! Sakura said. You can say that again. Natsumi said. Incredible. It's like every time he comes around he manages to surprise us with something new. Kakashi thought. He has to teach me that. Natsumi said, as she ran over to him. The last thing we need is you having something like that in your repertoire. Sakura said, as she followed her. Shut up, Pinky. Natsumi said and helped Naruto stand up. Can you two get along for once? Naruto asked. We get along, sometimes. Natsumi said. Yeah. We're working on it. Sakura said. Right. Naruto said. On to more important things. Can you teach me that? Natsumi asked. No. Naruto said. Why not? Natsumi asked. There's multiple reasons. You don't have the dragon contract, you're not capable of using draconic chakra, and most importantly, it would kill you if you tried it. You won't have even the slightest control over it. I barely have control over it. That's why every time I use it you can hear a roar before the explosion. That's me losing control and having to quickly release the chakra. Naruto said. So the explosion isn't supposed to happen? Sakura asked. No. Naruto said, and then the snow around them quickly melted away. What the hell? Is it springtime now? Natsumi asked. Something like that. Naruto said. Few days later. So, I guess it'll be back to winter soon, huh? Sakura asked, as they were celebrating Koyuki becoming the official leader of Snow Country. Not really. If we take what we know and keep researching, before you know it the land of snow will become the land of spring. Koyuki said. Yeah, but it's kind of a shame. You're such a big star. Are you going to retire from acting? Sakura asked. Who said I was retiring? Ruling over the land of snow and acting? I think I can handle both. I mean, I'd have to be out of my mind to give it up now. Koyuki said, as she held up a movie script that Kakashi, Naruto and Natsumi all recognized. That script. Kakashi said. Well, I'll be seeing you. Koyuki said and walked away. That script. She's perfect. Kakashi said. Great. It's only been a few days since we saved this place and Pervy Sage is already sinking his perverted claws into her. Just great. Natsumi said. Relax. Chances are she reads the script and doesn't even do the movie. Naruto said. What makes you say that? Natsumi asked. Trust me. If the movie is an adaptation of the book and he was the only person who wrote the script, no woman would ever do that movie unless she's desperate. Naruto said. I guess you're right. Oh. I have a surprise for you. Natsumi said and gave him an envelope. What's this? Naruto asked. Princess Koyuki's signature on a personal photo. Natsumi said and Naruto looked at the picture to see Koyuki kissing him on the cheek while he was in the hospital sleeping. This is a bit creepy. Naruto said. Oh. Tatsu came by and I had her give one to Temari as well. Natsumi said and he sighed. Why? Why would you do that? Naruto asked. Payback for having me train with Bushier Brow Sensei. Natsumi said and Tatsu appeared. Ah. She's so cute. Sakura said and grabbed Tatsu, rubbing her against her cheek. Unhand me. Tatsu said and electrocuted Sakura with some lighting chakra. Oh. Tatsu hates that. It's nothing personal, Sakura. Naruto said. Duly noted. Sakura said and passed out. So, what brings you here, Tatsu? Naruto asked and Tatsu grinned. Message from Temari, Naruto. Tatsu said and coughed up a scroll. Wipe that grin off of your face. Naruto said. Whatever. See ya. Tatsu said and zapped him before leaving. Why didn't you flinch or pass out? Natsumi asked. I have a lightning chakra nature and I've become used to her doing that. Naruto said as he read the letter from Temari. What does it say? Natsumi asked with an innocent smile. Your payback is going to be so severe that it will make what I did to you when we were 9 look like child's play. Naruto said and she paled. Is it too late to say I'm sorry? Natsumi asked. It was too late when you sent that picture to Temari. Naruto said and Koyuki turned around then winked at him. See. She doesn't mind. Natsumi said. Konoha Tsunade's office. So, I'll take it as everything went well. Tsunade said. For the most part. Kakashi said. What of Princess Koyuki? Tsunade asked. She's safe. Her uncle was defeated and she took her place as the ruler of Snow Country. Kakashi said. That's good news. Anytime important I should know? Tsunade asked. Yeah. We wouldn't have needed backup if the duck-ass hairstyle, emo bastard would follow orders. Natsumi said. What happened? Tsunade asked. Well, Sasuke abandoned his post to guard Koyuki and she was nearly captured when we arrived back in Snow Country where we first encountered the enemy. Kakashi said. Yeah, and Pinky had to save his life before he almost got killed. Natsumi said. Listen, Sasuke. I don't know what you were thinking, but I've been lenient with you so far and you clearly are taking advantage of that. This is the 5th time since I've taken over that you're being reported for misconduct on a mission. Before it was mainly D and C rank missions so I let it slide, but this was an S rank mission. You're suspended until further notice. Tsunade said. You can't do that to me. Do you know who I am? Sasuke yelled and then she grabbed him by his collar. Yeah. I know who you are and I don't give two shits about who you are. That little vendetta you have with Itachi is something I don't care about, but when your actions are detrimental to the team and endanger a mission that's when I get involved. Get your shit together or you won't live long enough to see his death. Tsunade said and threw him to the ground. You tell him. Natsumi said. Be quiet. Now, you'll all receive pay for an S-rank mission later today. You're all dismissed, except Naruto. Tsunade said. Oh. You're in trouble. Natsumi said and walked out with everyone else. You're not in trouble. Tsunade said. So, what's up? Naruto asked. I have a SS-ranked mission for you. Tsunade said and he raised an eyebrow. Never heard of one of those. Naruto said. That's because they're rarely given out. Tsunade said. What's the mission? Naruto asked. In a few months I'm sending you to Kiri with a squad of Anbu. You're going to help Materumi and the rebellion faction end the civil war. She personally asked for you to be on this mission thanks to your actions while she was here. Tsunade said. I thought you formally denied the request. Naruto said. I did, but Elders Hamura and Koharu came in shortly after you left. We had a meeting with the council and everything went smoothly. We were able to come to an agreement with Mei. Tsunade said. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Naruto asked. It's not much really. She just asked that you become her husband. Tsunade said. Not happening. Naruto said. Why not? Tsunade asked. Because I don't like arranged marriages, I don't know her, she's like twice my age and I already have Temari to deal with thanks to Natsumi. Me becoming her boyfriend isn't happening. Tell her to take her ass out on a date or something and meet somebody. Naruto said. I'll tell her what you said, but the mission starts in a few months. Most likely around this time Natsumi leaves. Tsunade said. She's leaving? Naruto asked. Yes. Jiraiya wants to take her on a training trip for almost 3 years to get the Akatsuki off of her trail. I approved it already. Tsunade said. Alright. I'll go to the war, but let her know that if she tries anything I'm leaving. Naruto said. Fine. Now, on to other matters. Me, Shizen and Natsumi are having a planned dinner at the Senju compound later. Do you wish to join? Tsunade asked and Naruto sighed. I'll think about it. Naruto said. Good. You're dismissed. Tsunade said and he vanished. Naruto appeared in his apartment and began looking over the jutsus his father left for him. They were complicated, but he understood them perfectly fine and knew he could learn them. He was skilled enough in Fuinjutsu to learn them, but it was the matter of using the right kind of seals for them to work. While he was studying them, he took the time to send a reply to Temari and had a feeling that things weren't going to be easy with her. All he knew was that his life was going to change in a few months and he needed to be prepared for anything. Chapter 13. 2 months passed since Tsunade became the new Hokage and not a lot had happened really. She was focused on rebuilding the village and everything was going smoothly thanks to the help from Koyuki as they were now allies. Naruto and Natsumi went on a few C and B rank missions together since Tsunade wanted to get them ready for their departure soon. When Natsumi wasn't with him, Naruto went on some A and S rank missions as well. Natsumi learned of her training trip with Jiraiya and was a bit hesitant at first given his antics. That was understandable due to the fact that she noticed she was starting to grow now and she didn't want him eyeing her like he does everyone else. Naruto gave her a barrier seal that keeps anybody from seeing through it just in case and then she accepted the trip. Naruto was unable to tell Natsumi what he was doing due to the status of it, but he just told her that she'd better come back able to match him in skill or else her trip was for nothing. This of course led to her challenging him again much to everyone's amusement given that they probably passed Guy and Kakashi on the amount of challenges they've had. Naruto's birthday also passed and Natsumi threw him a last-minute party at Ikaraku's. However, Naruto took that day to remind Natsumi that she was younger than him still, and that led to a sibling spar which she of course lost, but she had fun. Naruto was currently walking into the hospital with Natsumi and wasn't happy about it since he just finished a B-rank mission. "Remind me again why we're at the hospital," Naruto said. "Because Sir Duckbutt got hurt again on our mission," Natsumi said. "I'm surprised you're not the one getting hurt a lot on your missions given your temper," Naruto said. "I know, right? It's like he has some sick fetish for getting hurt," Natsumi said. "You think Sasuke's a masochist?" Naruto asked, and she nodded. "That's the only way to explain why he's always hurt." "What about Anko? Isn't she into that stuff?" Natsumi asked, and he sighed. "Sort of. Anko's more of a sadist," Naruto said. "I guess I can see that," Natsumi said. Switching subjects now. "How's your training going with the Kekkei Genkai?" Naruto asked. "It's going great. Granny Tsunade said she'll help me with some jutsus next week. She thinks I'm ready for some more advanced ninjutsu now," Natsumi said. "I see. What about the other thing?" Naruto asked. I may have a problem with that," Natsumi said. "What do you mean?" Naruto asked. "Well, I was testing my limits with the chakra and it formed a cloak with one tail on it." "What do you think it means?" Natsumi asked. "It could mean a number of things, but to be on the safe side, I suggest you don't use it for now," Naruto said. "What if I talk to it?" Natsumi asked. "Can you talk to it?" Naruto asked. "Yeah. He talked to me during the Chunin exams when you were fighting that guy," Natsumi said. "About what?" Naruto asked, and she sighed. "He said that I'm only on this team because the Sharingan has the ability to control a tailed beast, and that's why we were put on the same team," Natsumi said. "I see," Naruto said. "Is that true? Does the Sharingan have the ability to control a tailed beast?" Natsumi asked. "Yes," Naruto said. "So, you're only on my team to control me if I lose control," Natsumi said, and Naruto flicked her forehead. "I'm not on the team to control you if you lose control of the Nine Tails chakra. We were already going to be on teams the moment our parents found out about us. Besides, I can just knock your ass out if you lose control or simply use a chakra suppressing seal on you," Naruto said. 1. Don't ever flick my forehead again. 2. He also said something about you going blind because you have a Manjikyu, Natsumi said. "While it's true that I do have my Manjikyu Sharingan unlocked, I barely use it. My eyesight is fine," Naruto said. "So you won't go blind then?" Natsumi asked. "Oh. I'll eventually go blind, but I'll be okay. I know how to deal with that. Kurenai and Anko know what to do when I go blind. You don't have to worry about it," Naruto said. "If you say so. Look, there's Sakura. I should have known she'd be here already," Natsumi said. "What did you expect? She's in love with him," Naruto said. "Hey, Pinky. We're here," Natsumi said. "Huh? Oh hey. I didn't expect you to be here so soon," Sakura said. "Oh? Why's that? Were you expecting some alone time with Sasuke?" Natsumi asked, and Sakura turned red. Shut up," Sakura said, and opened Sasuke's door. "Hey, Duckbutt," Natsumi said. "Look, Sasuke. I brought you some apples. I just need to find that knife I had before," Sakura said. "You've been here before?" Naruto asked. "Yeah. He's been here for a couple of days now," Sakura said. "Here's the knife. If that was your way of trying to get us to leave, then you need help lying. You suck," Natsumi said, and Sakura nervously laughed. "Oh. Silly me," Sakura said. "Ah. Look at you. Getting all flustered because Sasuke is in front of you," Natsumi said. "Why do you have to come in here and ruin everything? Will you knock it off already?" Sakura asked, and Sasuke looked at Natsumi as he remembered all the times she had to save him on missions. "So, what exactly happened to you?" Naruto asked, as he looked at Sasuke. "He got his ass kicked. We fought some guy named Aoi Rokusho who claimed to have the sword of the second Hokage. Like I'd ever believe that bullshit," Natsumi said, and Naruto just looked at her. "You mean to tell me that you had a chance to retrieve the sword of the Thunder God and you didn't get it?" Naruto asked. "Wait. He was telling the truth?" Natsumi asked. "Yes. That sword belonged to the second Hokage. What happened to it?" Naruto asked, and Natsumi scratched her cheek. "Well, I may or may not have destroyed it with a Rasengan," Natsumi said, and Naruto sighed. "Should have known something like that would happen," Naruto said, and they looked at Sasuke, who smacked the plate of apple slices out of Sakura's hand. "What the hell is your problem?" Natsumi asked. Sasuke," Sakura said, and he glared at Natsumi. What the fuck are you glaring at me for? Natsumi asked. You, Natsumi. Sasuke said. That's my fucking name. Natsumi said. I want you to fight me. Right now. Sasuke said. No. Granny Tsunade just healed you and I don't really feel like kicking your ass right now. We both know the outcome of our fights now and it's pointless to keep doing it. I've got bigger fish to fry and you're not one of them. I have no interest in fighting you anymore. Natsumi said, and Sasuke was officially pissed off. Shut up and fight me. Sasuke said and activated his Sharingan. Yup. Should have seen this one coming. Naruto thought. Do you really think you saved me? I don't care if she's the 5th Hokage. You shouldn't have gotten her involved in this. Sasuke said. Are you fucking stupid? You couldn't move a damn muscle. You should be thanking me for saving your ass. Natsumi said, and Sasuke got in her face. What's the matter? Afraid you'll lose? Sasuke asked, and Natsumi sighed. Sasuke, don't do this. Naruto, say something. Sakura pleaded. I think I'd rather have them sort this one out. Besides, this has been a long time coming between the two of them and you know that. Naruto said. Sasuke, I'm not fighting you while you're injured. Maybe if you were healed and 100%, but the answer is still no. Natsumi said and walked away, but turned around to catch a punch aimed at the back of her head. I said fight me. Sasuke said, and Natsumi squeezed his fist, making him wince. If you want your ass kicked that badly, then fine. After this I don't want to hear shit else about you challenging me. Natsumi said. Follow me. Sasuke said and walked away with Natsumi following him. Naruto, do you really think they'll fight? Sakura asked. Yes, but Sasuke better be careful what he asks for and control himself. Naruto said. What do you mean? Sakura asked. Sakura, if Sasuke doesn't calm down, he'll eventually challenge the wrong person and they won't hesitate to kill him. He's a flight risk and is already on thin ice with the village. Naruto said. He's about to fight Natsumi. Is she one of those people that will kill him? Sakura asked, and Naruto was silent for a minute. It's possible. There's only so much that a person can handle and we both know Natsumi has a short fuse when it comes to her temper. I'm not saying she will during this fight, but it's always a possibility. Naruto said. Maybe we should go make sure it doesn't get that far. Sakura said, and Naruto placed a hand on her shoulder. Let's go. Naruto said and vanished. Rooftop. So, you picked a spot where nobody can see you lose, huh? I promise I'll end this quickly. Natsumi said, and Sasuke grit his teeth. What was that, loser? Sasuke asked. I'm not a loser. If anybody is a loser it's you. You were hailed as a prodigy, yet you were surpassed by me in a few months. This loser also made Chunin before you and this loser has beaten you more times than you've beaten me. You're beneath me. Natsumi said, as Sakura and Naruto arrived. You have no business acting all high and mighty. Sasuke said. You must be looking in a mirror. You flaunted your strength every day and now that I'm stronger, faster and smarter than you, you decide to act out. Now, put on your headband. Natsumi said. There's no reason for me to put it on because you won't be able to lay a single scratch on my forehead. Sasuke said. Just for that I'm going to mark you with my clan symbol. Natsumi said. Your clan is nothing compared to mine. Sasuke said. Then prove it. Natsumi said, and Sasuke's eyes widened as she appeared behind him. How did? Sasuke didn't finish because Natsumi punched him right in the stomach, making him cough up some spit, and then she kicked him into the fence on the roof. Natsumi waited for Sasuke to get up and he finally stood up. He jumped into the air and used the fireball jutsu. Natsumi countered with the water trumpet jutsu, creating a steam cloud that she took advantage of and used her sensing ability to get in close to Sasuke. She used the great breakthrough to blow away the steam and then smirked at Sasuke. You lose. Natsumi said. Naruto and Sakura. Huh? How did he lose? He's still standing. Sakura said. Look at his forehead. Naruto said, and she did, seeing a swirl on his forehead. That's the symbol of the Leaf Village. Does she really think the village is a clan? Sakura asked. The swirl is the clan symbol of the Uzumaki clan. Konoha used the symbol as a way to symbolize the friendship between both the Senju clan and Uzumaki clan. Naruto said. Senju and Uzumaki? Does that mean Natsumi and Lady Tsunade are related? Sakura asked. They're distant cousins. Tsunade's grandmother is Mito Uzumaki. Naruto said. How come this wasn't taught in school? Sakura asked. You know, you really ask a lot of questions. Anyway, the history of the Uzumaki clan is in the restricted section of Konoha records only accessible to two people. Natsumi and Tsunade, since it requires the blood of an Uzumaki to unseal. Natsumi knows more than I do since she spends more time with Tsunade than I do. Naruto said, and then they heard a familiar screeching noise. Sasuke and Natsumi. There's nothing on my forehead. I told you that you wouldn't be able to land a single scratch on it. Sasuke said. I didn't scratch you. Wipe your forehead. Natsumi said, and when he did, he saw ink on his forehead. How? Sasuke thought and glared at her. That's right. I marked you with the Uzumaki clan symbol. The steam was the perfect cover for me. This is over now that I've branded you and made you my bitch. Natsumi said. She turned and started to walk away, but then she heard the sound of the Chidori getting closer to her. She sighed and created a Rasengan in her hand to stop him, but both of them were thrown towards the giant water containers. Sasuke removed his hand and smirked when all of the water came out of a hole the size of his fist, while Natsumi only had a small stream coming from where her attack landed. What do you two think you're doing up here? That was a little intense for a sparring match, wasn't it? What's wrong with you two? Naruto, why didn't you stop them? You're more than capable of stopping them yourself. Kakashi said. You were nearby watching since you got here so quickly. Besides, Sasuke and Natsumi just used their strongest jutsus. Before that, Sasuke was getting his ass kicked. Up until the end, there wasn't any need for me to interfere, and when I was about to, you showed up. Naruto said. Well, he has a point. I just thought he'd stop them before it got this far. I am surprised to see Natsumi using the Rasengan though. Master Jiraiya didn't tell me that when I saw him last time. Kakashi thought and then looked at Sasuke. Were you really going to kill her, Sasuke? You really need to watch your anger and that sense of superiority. That Chidori is not the size you'd aim at a comrade from the Leaf Village. When are you going to finally grow up, Sasuke? Kakashi asked, and Sasuke just jumped off the roof only to see the opposite side of the water container Natsumi hit was completely obliterated by her Rasengan. Damn it. Sasuke said and banged his fist against the wall before leaving. So much for teamwork. I'm guessing you finally got around to teaching her the Rasengan? Kakashi asked. It wasn't me. Naruto taught it to her. She's ready for it and I won't hold it against her for using it. That Chidori undoubtedly would have killed her, and we both know that can't happen. Jiraiya said, as he was leaned up against the water tank Kakashi was sitting on. Still, you should talk to her about the power it contains. Kakashi said. She only used enough chakra to cancel out the Chidori. At best both of them would have been thrown off the roof. Jiraiya said. Well, we've got bigger problems. Naruto said, as he walked up to them. What's that? Jiraiya asked. 4 unknown chakra signatures just appeared in the village, but they hid their chakra as soon as they stepped into the village. Naruto said. Great. You try to find them. I'll alert Tsunade and have her send some Umbu out to find them. Kakashi, talk to your student. Natsumi, come with me. Jiraiya said, and everyone nodded before vanishing. I guess I'll go see what Ino is up to. Sakura said. Few hours later. Naruto looked around for whoever was in the village and had no kind of luck. He sent out shadow clones to try and speed up the search, but they couldn't find anything either. He thought about getting a member of the Inuzuka clan to help, but they only track based on scent and they had nothing on the enemy to use for their scent. His hunch was correct because he felt Sasuke's chakra spike and sensed the curse mark power as well. He teleported over there and saw Sasuke on the ground while 4 people were surrounding him. He hid his presence and decided to listen to what they were saying. What does Orochimaru want with this guy anyway? I don't see anything special about him anyway. Kimimaro would have been much better. Oh well. You spent most of your life in a village like this place and you'll turn out mediocre at best. If you just keep playing ninja with all of your friends here, you'll continue to rot on the vine. Sakon said. You're acting like a fool. You should come with us. Lord Orochimaru offers you power. He said there'd be no point in taking you by force. You have to decide. Tayuya said. This is turning out to be a real pain. Are you in or out? What do you say, kid? If this runt makes me wait any longer, I'm gonna wring his little neck. Sakon. Come and try it. Sasuke said, as his curse mark spread across his body, and then he attacked Sakon only to be kicked into a wall. Come on. You didn't think you're the only one Lord Orochimaru gave that to, did you? One shouldn't use the curse mark so recklessly, kid. Although it doesn't look like you have much of a handle on it, do you? If you unleash it for too long, the curse will eat away at your body. You're in the early stages of it, so it shouldn't sink its teeth into you too quickly, but when it spreads through your body, your former self will be gone. Never again to return. Sakon said. In exchange for the curse's power, you will be tethered to Lord Orochimaru. All semblance of freedom will be lost to you. To gain one thing, another must be left behind. What is your purpose in life? To stay here in this backwater village hiding with your little friends? Surely you haven't forgotten Itachi Uchiha. Tayuya said. You mustn't forget your purpose. Life in this village is little more than bondage for you. Sever your ties to this pathetic place. If you can do that, there will be no limit to the power you can wield. Remember your purpose. Sakon said, and the four members jumped away. Well, this just got a lot harder. Naruto thought and vanished. Tsunade's office. Kakashi, any word on the four unidentifiable people Naruto detected? Tsunade asked. No. It's like they just disappeared, as he said. I couldn't use the ninja hounds since we didn't have anything to smell. What about Master Jiraiya? Kakashi asked. He had to leave in the middle of his search. His spy network caught on to some ramblings about the Akatsuki. Have you heard from Naruto? Tsunade asked. No. I haven't talked to him since the search. Kakashi said. None of my Umbu found anything either, and I had to spread them thin since a lot of them are out on missions. Tsunade said, and Naruto appeared in the office. We have a problem. Naruto said. What is it? Tsunade asked. I found those four people who came into the village and they're after Sasuke. Naruto said. Why would they be after Sasuke? Tsunade asked. Because they work for Orochimaru, and that's not all I found out. Naruto said. What else did you find out? Tsunade asked. There's levels to the curse mark and Sasuke's is only in the beginning stage. Orochimaru is promising him power. I didn't fight them because I could tell they each had a lot more power from their curse marks, and it wouldn't be good for me to fight them 4-on-1 if what they said is true about there being more levels. Naruto said. Damn it. We're spread thin and I need both of you for separate missions that should have you back by tomorrow afternoon. How much time do you think we have before they make their next move? Tsunade asked. Maybe a couple of hours at best. They left the decision up to Sasuke, but if he doesn't meet them, then they'll take him by force. Naruto said, and she rubbed her temples. Damn it. Listen, Kakashi. You already know your mission. Get back as soon as possible. Tsunade said. Yes, Lady Hokage. Kakashi said and vanished. What's my mission? Naruto asked. It's just a simple delivery to the hidden waterfall village. You'll meet with Shibuki to hand him an update on the information we know about the Akatsuki. After that you need to head back immediately or I'll send a Katsuyu slug to you. Tsunade said. What about Sasuke? You can't leave him unattended. Naruto said. I know. That's why I'll have a team of Chunin go watch his apartment until Kakashi arrives tomorrow. If anything should happen, I'll send a Katsuyu slug to inform you of any changes. Tsunade said. Alright. Naruto said and vanished. Shizen. Tsunade yelled. Yes, my lady? Shizen asked, as she came into the office. I need you to get 4 Chunin and I don't care if they're asleep. Get me the best we have. Tsunade said. Yes ma'am. Shizen said and quickly left. I need a drink. Tsunade said. Naruto. After summoning Dash, Naruto quickly flew to the waterfall village in less than 2 hours, but he was tired. He had to wait for Shibuki to meet him at the entrance, which was being guarded by hidden Umbu members. After waiting for nearly an hour, Shibuki finally came out and escorted him into the village. The scroll was delivered and Shibuki in return gave them information on a possible Akatsuki member. When Naruto asked about Fu, Shibuki blushed a bit and told him she was at her usual hideout spot in the village. I know you're there, Fu. Naruto said and heard some giggling. Nice to see you again, Naruto. Fu said, as she jumped down to him. Same. So, how's the village been for you? Naruto asked. It's been great ever since I helped defeat Suian and his little group of goons. I even made a few friends. Fu said. So, they aren't afraid of you anymore? Naruto asked. Nope. I guess since they accepted Natsumi being a Jinchuriki since she used Tailed Beast Chakra to defeat Suian, they decided to give me a chance. I mean they even let me train with them now. Fu said. That's great. No problems with the 7 tails? Naruto asked and her stomach growled. Sorry, but he doesn't like being called that. Fu said. Then what should I call him? Naruto asked and she held a fist out to him. Bump fists with me. Fu said. Why? Naruto asked. I'm gonna take you to meet him and let him judge you. Fu said. Ah, okay. Naruto said and bumped fists with her. Fu's mindscape. Naruto opened his eyes and was inside of Fu's mindscape. It was basically a wide open area filled with grass and bugs. There were some trees, but they were huge compared to the ones in the real world. Pretty sweet, right? Fu asked. Yeah. How does your mind look like this? Naruto asked. Well, when I was bonding with my fellow resident, I thought about what I would want my mind to look like and this happened. I guess it's only something a Jinchuriki can do or somebody from the Yamanaka clan. Fu said. That's really interesting. Naruto said. Follow me. Fu said and ran off. Hang on. I don't know where I'm going. Naruto said and chased after her for about 5 minutes. Here we are. Fu said, as she stopped running. Where exactly? Naruto asked. Where my friend is, duh. Fu said and then Naruto heard wings flapping followed by a voice. Fu, who is this? The Seven Tails asked. This is my friend, Naruto. He's one of the people that helped defeat Suion a few months ago. Fu said. I see. A friend of yours is a friend of mine. I don't sense any ill intentions from him at all. Not even a little drop, which is rare in an Uchiha. The Seven Tails said. How'd you know I was an Uchiha? Naruto asked. Before I met Fu, I could still see and hear what she did. Plus, I saw your Sharingan in use. The Seven Tails said. I see. Naruto said. Anyway, he's here because he doesn't know what to call you since you don't like being called Seven Tails. Fu said. I understand. My name is Lucky Seven Chomei. Chomei said. It's just Chomei. He only introduces himself like that because 7 is a lucky number. Fu said. Naruto Uchiha Namikaze. Naruto said and bowed. Alright, now that we've got that settled, let's go. Fu said. Wait. I want to talk to Chomei. I never know when I'll get to talk to a tailed beast again and this is the only time I can do it at the moment. Naruto said. What did you want to talk about? Chomei asked. It's about a stone tablet that's in the Uchiha clan district. Naruto said. Hop on. Excuse us for a moment, Fu. Chomei said and flew off after Naruto jumped on his head. Naruto and Chomei. Why'd you fly us away from her? Naruto asked. Because I have a feeling I know what you want to talk about and she's not ready to hear it yet. Chomei said. I understand. There's not much I can read on the stone tablet, but I read some of it. Naruto said. What do you want to know about? Chomei asked. When I was reading the stone tablet, it said something about a god seeking stability was divided into yin and yang, but when these two came together you obtain all things in creation. The only person I could think of was the Sage of Six Paths, but nobody really knows anything about him. Do you know about him or what that means? Naruto asked and Chomei nodded. Yes. The Sage of Six Paths as you call him is my father. He created the 9-tailed beasts after using his powers to split the 10 tails into 9 separate bodies. Chomei said. How did he manage to split the 10 tails? Wouldn't the 10 tails be way too powerful for him? Naruto asked. Yes, but after the Sage of Six Paths and his brother defeated the 10 tails, the Sage of Six Paths sealed the 10 tails into his own body, becoming a Jinchuriki. After splitting up the 10 tails and creating the tailed beasts, the Sage of Six Paths then used a jutsu known as planetary devastation to seal the 10 tails husk away and thus creating the moon. Chomei said. The Sage of Six Paths has a brother and created the moon? Naruto asked. Yes. His brother was known as Himura Otsutsuki. They are the sons of Kagaya Otsutsuki who merged with something known as the God Tree and became the 10 tails. Himura Otsutsuki lived on the moon for the rest of his life where he would eventually pass away. Hagoromo Otsutsuki had 2 sons named Indra and Azura. Having been around for as long as I have, I can tell which reincarnate you are, but the difference is that I can tell you don't hold his thirst for power. Chomei said. Reincarnate, huh? Which one am I? Naruto asked. You are the reincarnation of Indra. However, your immense potential is far greater than his and Madara Uchiha who was also a reincarnation of Indra. Chomei said. So if me and Madara were reincarnates of Indra, then that must mean Azura has a reincarnate as well. From the way that Madara was I can guess Indra was the bad guy as we would say and Azura was the good guy. So, that would make Hashirama Senju a reincarnation of Azura and Natsumi as well. I don't get it though. It's like the reincarnates are all from one side of the family for Indra and Azura. Naruto said. You are correct and quite smart for your age if you were able to figure that out. Now, as for your assumption about the reincarnates being from each side of the family, you are right. Hagoromo's bloodline was divided into the descendants of his two children, which would eventually form the Senju clan, and through distant relations, the Uzumaki clan from Azura and the Uchiha clan from Indra. Chomei said, and Naruto nodded. Can you tell me what the power of Sasura is? The tablet said that when someone who possesses the power of Sasura approaches the moon, an eye will open that is reflected on the moon to grant the eternal dream. Naruto said. The power of Sasura is known as the outer path and is used to revive the dead. However, the outer path can only be used by a dojutsu that has not been seen since the time of the Sage of Six Paths, so you do not have to worry about that. The eternal dream is just a powerful genjutsu that traps you in a dream forever. Chomei said. That's what the infinite Tsukuyomi is. An eternal dream like an unbreakable genjutsu. Naruto said. Correct, but the infinite Tsukuyomi can be undone when the powers of Yin and Yang come together. Chomei said. Then why is the tablet saying that the infinite Tsukuyomi will save the Uchiha clan? Naruto asked. That is false information. What else is on the tablet that you can see? Chomei asked. Other than what I told you, it just talks about the Sharingan, the Manjikyu Sharingan, its abilities and the way you must unlock it, which I already know is a complete lie. Naruto said. How do you figure that? Chomei asked. The abilities of the Sharingan and Manjikyu Sharingan are true since I have some of them, but the way to unlock the Manjikyu is false. It said that in order to unlock your Manjikyu Sharingan, you need to kill your best friend. My mother and I didn't unlock ours like that. She unlocked hers after her best friend died, and I unlocked mine after I watched my mom die. Naruto said. Then it seems someone or something has been manipulating this stone tablet. Be careful looking into it though. We don't know what or who is doing it. Chomei said. Yeah. Wait, I have two more questions. Naruto said. What is it? Chomei asked. What about the descendants of Himura? Plus who is Hagoromo and Himura's father? Naruto asked. Himura's bloodline on Earth continued, which eventually would become the Hyuga clan, and the Byakugan was also passed down to them. As for who their father is, he is known as Tenji. However, that is a story for another time. I can sense Fu trying to communicate with you in the real world. Farewell, Naruto Uchiha. Chomei said. Same, and let Fu know that she needs to get stronger. Tell her to be aware of the Akatsuki. They walk around with black cloaks with red clouds on them. They're dangerous and they want the tailed beasts for something. Naruto said and disappeared. Real world. Hello. Fu yelled into his ear. Damn it. I'm up. Naruto said. Finally. A slug is here waiting for you. Fu said, and Naruto looked around. Man, what time is it? Naruto asked. It's morning time. We fell asleep with our fists connected. Fu said, and Naruto nodded. Lady Katsuyu, what did you need? Naruto asked. Lady Tsunade wants you to head back to the village immediately. Sasuke Uchiha killed his Chunin guards, knocked out Sakura Haruno and fled the village a few hours ago. Katsuyu said and went up in smoke. Damn it. Fu, I'll talk to you again, alright? Naruto asked. Sure. Fu said and gave him a fist bump. Make sure you keep on training. Naruto said and vanished. Naruto quickly left the waterfall village and had Dash take him back to Konoha as quickly as he could. He got there in an hour on Dash, and after talking to Tsunade about the problem, he was sent out with the medical corps. He saw Choji first and his condition was critical, but the medical corps quickly took him back to the village. Niji was next, and he was in even worse condition than Choji as he was nearly stabbed through the heart. He couldn't find Kiba, but felt his chakra heading back towards the village. He heard the sound of trees breaking and headed in that direction. When he arrived, he saw Shikamaru there with Temari and the same redhead from the other day that was after Sasuke, but the red-haired girl was dead underneath some trees. Shikamaru, Naruto said, as he landed next to him. Hey, Naruto. Shikamaru said. Hello. Temari said. What happened here? Naruto asked. Crybaby here needed some help. The Leaf Village called us to help them out. I didn't see anybody else though, but Kankuro and Gaara are both here as well. Temari said. These guys are insane. They have the same mark as Sasuke, but theirs is a lot stronger than his. There's a fifth member that Natsumi went after since he had the barrel containing Sasuke, and I can tell he's stronger than all of them combined. Shikamaru said. I'll go after her. You two head back to the village. If I see Gaara, I'll tell him the same. Naruto said, but then they felt an immense amount of chakra that Naruto and Temari recognized. What the hell is that? Shikamaru asked, and the sky turned black in the distance. Get back to the village. I'll get Natsumi. Right now, neither of you would stand a chance if that's what I think it is. Tell Tsunade to get a room ready for Natsumi and Sasuke. Naruto said and vanished. Naruto was running through the forest as fast as he could, and with each step he felt the chakra getting stronger. Along the way he passed Gaara and Rock Lee, telling them to head back to the village. He was sent flying back when a huge gust of wind from the direction he was going blew him back. He grit his teeth and then ran again, hoping to make it in time. Just as he almost reached the Valley of End, an explosion happened. Valley of End. Natsumi and Sasuke were both battling it out while Sasuke was using the power of the curse mark. Natsumi was using a full tail of the Nine Tails chakra. Natsumi gave up trying to reason with him, so now she was fighting him to the death like he wanted. Natsumi just looked at Sasuke as he started to transform thanks to his curse mark. His skin turned dark gray, his hair grew longer and turned dark blue. His eyes also turned dark gray, but his Sharingan was still active. Natsumi charged at him and grabbed him by his face before dragging him across the wall of the Valley of End. They stopped and the Natsumi was thrown away by something. She looked up and saw that he grew webbed claw-shaped wings from his back. Natsumi felt the power coming from him and knew she needed more. She drew out another tail of the Nine Tails chakra and the ground underneath her caved in a bit. Sasuke went through hand signs and Natsumi watched on as the Chidori he created turned black due to the influence of the curse mark. Natsumi held her hand out and created a Rasengan in her hand that turned purple thanks to the influence of the Nine Tails chakra. Sasuke flew at Natsumi ready to strike with his Chidori, and Natsumi jumped towards him with her Rasengan. Their jutsus collided, causing an explosion, and in that brief moment, Sasuke went to stab Natsumi in her heart, but she managed to only have him hit her shoulder. Natsumi on the other hand was just going to knock him out, but then she realized Sasuke is too far gone to be saved. So with a heavy heart, she gave him an apologetic look before she created another Rasengan and tore through his chest where his heart was at, killing him. Storm clouds formed and it started raining while Natsumi just fell to her knees looking at Sasuke's lifeless body on the ground. She started crying and closed his eyes. Up until Sasuke ran into Orochimaru, he was starting to come around and she thought they were becoming friends. Their spars had a friendly vibe to them, while the need to prove themselves to one another about who was better than the other. He even cracked a smirk a few times at some of her jokes. The more she thought about it, the harder she cried. She was so distraught that she didn't know somebody was behind her until she felt a hand on her shoulder. She turned around and saw that it was Naruto standing there. "Naruto, I know," Naruto said. She just jumped into his arms and cried for as long as she needed to before she eventually passed out due to exhaustion. Naruto pulled out a scroll and sealed Sasuke's body away before placing Natsumi on his back. He watched as the rain completely washed away Sasuke's blood before leaving. On his way back he met up with some of the medical corps who were headed in that direction. "Naruto, what's Natsumi's condition?" a med ninja asked. "She'll pull through. She has a shoulder wound, but she's healing up as we speak. I'll still take her to the hospital though," Naruto said, and he nodded. "What about Sasuke Uchiha? Where is he?" the med ninja asked, and Naruto stayed silent before switching subjects. "How is everyone else?" Naruto asked. "They're all in the hospital for emergency treatment. Shikamaru Nara has minor injuries, Kiba's injuries are more serious, not life-threatening. Niji Hyuga and Choji Akimichi are in serious condition. At this point there's no telling what could happen," the med ninja said. Konoha Hospital. Naruto arrived at the hospital and Natsumi was immediately taken into the ICU for treatment. Naruto went to the waiting area where he saw Temari and Shikamaru, who had his finger wrapped up. Naruto sat down on the floor against the wall and sighed before putting his head against the wall. He looked up when he felt a hand on his shoulder and saw Temari giving him a smile. "Come sit on the bench. The floor is uncomfortable," Temari said, and he nodded before sitting next to her. "I'm surprised to see you at the hospital. I figured you'd be off in a hotel or something," Naruto said. "I had to make sure the crybaby got back safe. Shikamaru, there's no point in making yourself crazy, you know. Don't you remember your psychological training? With every mission comes sacrifice," Temari said. "If she's trying to cheer him up, she's doing a horrible job," Naruto thought. Training and reality are two different things. I thought I knew about missions. I thought I knew what it meant to be a shinobi. Now after this mission, my first mission as squad leader, only one thing is clear, I'm just not cut out to be a shinobi," Shikamaru said. "So you're giving up because your friends came back injured on a mission?" What the hell did you think would happen on an S-rank mission? I've been on plenty of high-ranked missions and trust me, what you're going through now isn't even close to what I've seen out there. All of your friends made it back alive. 2 of them are fighting for their lives right now, but they'll make it. Meanwhile the friends I've gained never had the chance to make it back to the village and you don't see me moping around like a fragile little boy. Get your shit together. You know damn well you aren't quitting being a shinobi because the instant you try to resign over this mission you'll get denied and your mother also wouldn't allow you to quit. Naruto said. I should have done more, but I didn't have the strength. It's all my fault. Shikamaru said. What? Are you afraid you might get hurt next time? Stop being a baby and man up. Go train instead of watching the clouds all the time with your lazy ass so something like this won't happen next time. That's the second girl that kicked your ass in a fight and I'm the first one. You suck right now, but that doesn't mean you can't change that. Temari said and Shikamaru walked away only to stop when his father said something. Shikamaru, a girl disrespects you like that and you just walk away? Shikaku asked. You bet I do. Standing around arguing is not my thing. It's something girls like to do. Shikamaru said. Then what are you? You're not a man, that's for sure. As far as I can see, you're nothing but a coward. You think if you quit the missions will stop? Someone's gotta do it. Your comrades will be sent out again on other missions with someone else leading them. They'll face the same risks and like Naruto said, some of them might not make it. Ones you might have saved if you'd been there to lead them. How are you going to feel then? You've got a chance to reflect on your mistakes and learn from them. Use your failures to make yourself a better leader. You won't help your friends by running away. Instead you should be trying to make yourself stronger for their sake. That way the next mission goes perfectly and everyone gets back safe. The choice is simple. You're either a leader or a coward. So, which are you? Shikaku asked and the Tsunade came out of the ICU. Choji is going to be just fine. The antidote worked. The extermination of cells caused by the effect of the pills has been nullified. I couldn't have done it without your help, Shikaku. The Nara clan's secret medicinal preparation manual was very useful. The work that went into that manual, the years of research is quite impressive to say the least. Tsunade said. Thank you. Shikaku said and Shizen came running up to them. Lady Tsunade. Niji Hyuga is safe, his condition has stabilized and there's more. I heard Natsumi arrived and has been examined. Natsumi's injuries are serious, but not life-threatening. She's going to be okay. Shizen said. Shikamaru, your mission was a failure. Tsunade said. No, it wasn't. Naruto said. What do you mean? Tsunade asked. The mission was successful. Naruto said and tossed her a scroll. What's this? Tsunade asked. His body. Naruto said and everyone's eyes went wide. You killed him? Tsunade asked. No. Natsumi did. I got there a few seconds late. Naruto said and she sighed. I guess it wasn't a failure after all. Tsunade said. Depending on how you look at it. Naruto said and stood up. Where are you going? Tsunade asked. Home. I'm tired and Natsumi isn't light. Naruto said. You should go see her. Tsunade said. She needs time alone right now. I'll see her in the morning. Naruto said and walked away. Hang on. I need to pick up my fan from the Chunin exams. I'll walk with you. Temari said and they left. Meanwhile in River Country, a black-haired male with 2 lines on his face wearing the Akatsuki cloak was standing outside as it started to rain and his partner was standing behind him. If it weren't for the rain hitting his face, you could see tears falling from the corners of his eyes.